chief expert, expert from India who will represent India at WorldSkills with our competitors. So go ahead, Karan sir.
Thank you, Manoj. So hello everyone, hello guys. Just before you put on the questions, I would like to thank you all for joining in the webinar, and the number with which the students have joined, it shows the interest in mobile robotics and the India Skills competition, that it is highly growing, and your interest in the upcoming competition is very much visible. In the upcoming days, you will be witnessing the state level competitions in your respective states. By the end of August, most of the states will be finishing up with their state skills competition. So if you are registered with your state skills competition, you might have received a notification, and you might have also participated, or many of you have completed the state skills competition, as I know that multiple states have finished the competition also. After which you will be moving, if you are the winners of your state level competitions, you will be moving to the respective regional levels of your competition. So particularly there are 5 regions. If not 5, then it will be scaled down to 4. That hasn't been decided yet. But subsequently from September till December, in the between that period, you would be moving for the regional level of the competition, where you will be competing with multiple states in your region, maybe north, south, east, west, and northeast. So these are the 4 regions that we have targeted. Under those regions, you will be competing with the neighboring states, out of which top 2 teams will be selected, and they will be hosted at the national level of the India Skills competition. So the venue and all those dates will be discussed and are decided later on. Due to this uncertainty in COVID-19, we are not sure about the dates, but tentative timeline would be in the month of January or February. The India Skills competition will be hosted. After that, we will be also moving with the national level selection. Top 10 teams across India will be participating at a 4-day event, which will be a very grand event where you will be coming up with your robots and you will be participating. In between all these levels, you would be getting a little or a lot of training as well. So from your state, from the regional level, and from the national teams, all will be trained and then competing. So what is required at this point in time is that your basic understanding and knowledge of robotics that will help you to clear the state level rounds. Once you come up and up and up in the competition, you would see that the competition is more and more formalized, and more we are moving towards the world skills guidelines. So that is what we will be observing. So I'll one more time I'll put the modules where Vibhor had mentioned and highlight that if you are preparing for the competition, what you need to know and what you need to do. So if we talk about the competition, there will be different modules. What are those modules? So number 1 is your testing and basic operations of the robot, where you are expected to follow or perform some basic autonomous as well as manual tasks. So when I talk about autonomous and manual tasks, they would be 1 meter forward, 1 meter backward, 360 robot rotation, lifting of an object, dropping of an object. So these basic tasks individually you might have to perform. That is the one aspect of it. Second module of the competition would be teleoperation direct line of sight. So in this teleoperation direct line of sight, you will be expected to operate your robot with your keyboard or a joystick, and you can see the game field, and you will be allowed to complete the task. When we talk about task, what is a task? It will be clearly mentioned in the test project that you received at least 15 days before the competition. So that is what the guidelines we are following. Once you move and complete this module, the next module which we will be talking about is the teleoperation no direct line of sight, where you will have to place a camera on your robot and you won't be able to see the field directly. You will have to look into the screen or look into the FTV system and then operate the robot to complete the task. Finally, after this task, one major task that you will have to perform is the autonomous task. With a single press of a button, you have to let go your robot and it has to complete the whole operation or the whole task that has been assigned in the test project and finish it off. So this is what we are talking about, the technical modules. Non-technical modules include continuous evaluation. So in this continuous evaluation, we see how you are cooperating with your fellow partner and the other team members that are available in the environment. The second thing that we look into is your behavior and your overall gesture towards the expert, workshop manager, and volunteers. That is your interpersonal skills. Third thing that we will evaluate is your presentation skills, That presentation skills will be highlighted based on a journal that you write or a presentation that you pitch in front of the jury panel. And finally, you will be assessed based on how clean and tidy you keep your workspace. When we talk about workspace, during the competition, you will be allotted a table space or a cabinet space where you will be working with your robot. You will be coding your robot, because there you can expect some changes during the competition. So you'll have to accept those changes and incorporate those changes. So all those will be added on the field. And while working, you should be able to maintain and tidy up your space as fast as possible. So you'll be judged on that as well. So this whole marking scheme, test project, operations, it will be given to you 15 days earlier to the competition in a document known as World Skills India or India Skills Test Project document. That is what is expected at this point in time. So I hope I have made the process and the overall competition modules very clear to you. If you ask about what resources do you should refer right now for the competition, pretty basic things. You should be well versed with Arduino. You should be well versed with some basic algorithms of manipulation, differential drive, three-wheel drive, omni-wheel drive. So you should be aware of that. You should have some little bit of practice in that. You should be aware of line following sensors. You should be aware of ultrasonic sensors. Making obstacle avoidance robot, you should be aware that you can try out maze solving robots. So these modules differently, if you try out, then it constitutes a whole test project. So when when Vibhor showed one image where there was some pallets and lines were drawn on the field and the robot was there. So the robot was omni-wheel drive robot, where 4 omni wheels were placed on the robot and the robot can move in any direction. That is the omni direction. Over there, if you see, line following was also involved because the lines were placed to align the robot in front of pallet. Over there, obstacle avoidance was also involved because the robot should not hit the pallets. So all these, when constituted together, forms a test project and the task that needs to be performed. Okay, so I hope I have added all the points, and let's go with the questions, because I see already there are some questions. So Manoj, can you help us with the questions?
I'll definitely help you. Sir, there is a question from Deep Jyoti. So how much time was given to you to build the robot before the competition? Was the test project different for each level? Are all components used in the project standardized?
Yeah, so basically, if you ask about just before competition, so for international, there is a day one that is given for building up the robot from scratch. Okay, so that is the day you have for building up the robot and getting it tested and all. If you are asking like for how much time was the problem statement released and how much time did you get to prepare your robot, the whole development time, that will be around, for nationals, it was around 4 to 5 months. And for internationals, they release the test project before 10 months of the competition. So that is the time you completely get to prepare and develop your robot. But when you are in the competition, you actually have to build the robot from scratch. So you have to dismantle all the parts of your robot. And on the day one of the competition, you have to build it up again on the competition side. So that is how the competition was. So the next part was the test project different for each level. So for nationals, like there are like various level selections. So you might find the level which is at district level might be much simpler, but on the top, when the levels are increased, the same test project is going to get complex. So like just be some manual kind of test project can be there, like at district level. So there can be a semi-autonomous at the state level or so. So the complexity goes on increasing. It's not the test project is completely different. And second thing, for India skills, the test project will be completely different. And for world skills, the test project can be completely different. So that case can be there. Are all the components used in the project standardized? Yes. So what skills components you have to use in a robot and what components you should not use in a robot. You only have to use the components which are prescribed or which are suggested in their test project. So those are the only components you are going to use. I hope that answers the question.
Right, sir. We have another question from Bhushan. Is there any link or procedure for participation? I think what we want to ask. Karan sir, आप answer करेंगे sir. Sir, you are on mute.
Okay, I think Bharat Bhushan over here wants to ask whether there is any link for participation in the competition. So Bharat Bhushan Agarwal, basically the registrations are now over for Shanghai competition, but you can keep an eye on the India Skills website. So maybe Manoj, you can drop the link of India Skills website over here. Over there, very soon you will find registration links for the competition that is going to be hosted in 2023. So World Skills 2023 registrations are going to start off very soon. So you can check that link constantly, and there will be some advertisements in the newspapers also regarding the registration of competition. So check that link constantly, and also your newspapers, where you will be able to get to know when the participation is again starting.
So let me tell you all Delhi attendees from Delhi. So Delhi has opened its portal for registrations. It will be open till tomorrow evening, and maybe they can extend by 1 or 2 days. So attendees from Delhi can register themselves on Delhi Skill Development Portal. So we have a question from Abhishek. I think we have a question from Lavlesh.
Manoj, it will be great if you could share the link.
Yeah, sir, I'll share you. I'll ask Rishabh. He'll share you.
Not just me, to all the candidates, for Delhi
Yes,
people who are
for
there.
all candidates, he'll write in chat box. So we have a question from Lavlesh that I'm not able to find teammate. Can I join solo or any guidance, please?
No, Lavlesh, you cannot join solo. You need a teammate compulsorily. Guidance for that would be look up to your college mates, your batchmates. Till now, we have always found out our partners in the college mates or batchmates who are there, because it becomes easier. Even your neighbors are the best source of teammates, because you guys live close. So while participating and while doing the preparation for competitions becomes very easy. So number one, I'll suggest that go to your batchmates or classmates. They will be the best source. The second one would be your neighbors. Neighbors might not be interested in the same topic as you are, or they might not be related to the same fields, but your batchmates and classmates, they will be there. And to convince them, the best way to convince them would be showing the World Skills India video. That is a very motivational video. Even before, when we were starting off, we saw that video and I was very happy seeing that. So it is a very motivational video. You can try to show it to your batchmate or classmate and convince them to join in for the competition.
So we have another question from Abhishek Kumar. When national is going to happen, and how many candidates will be selected for regional round and national round?
So the tentative dates for national you can consider to be around December of this year. So that is the tentative dates that have been, yeah, that is the tolerance also I'm considering. So that is the tentative date that has been planned. Top 10 teams from all the regions will be selected for the national round. So when I say top 10 teams, it will be 20 candidates that will be selected for national round. For regional round, each region will have top 10 teams. So you can expect 5 regions, 50 teams, and out of that 50 teams, 10 teams again for the national round. Manoj, you are on mute.
Manoj, you are on mute.
So sorry.
Manoj.
Yeah. So we have a question from Manas. Can we use our own components for building robot?
So Manas, it will be cleared in the test project itself, whether you can use your own components or standardization has to be maintained. Be sure that you use standard components, whether it is written on the test project or not. Most probably we will try to standardize it. But even if it is not, don't use local components. Try to get some standardized components, and the list or the prescribed yes or no materials will definitely be given. So even if the standardization is not given, you will have a set of list of components. Out of that, only you have to make your robot. So that level of standardization is going to be there.
Thank you so much. So there is a question from Lavlesh again. I gave exam but received a message that result will be cancelled for online exam. What to do? Is from Haryana. So to Lavlesh, I would like to say that Haryana has cancelled their exam, but they'll be doing an offline exam in their ITIs. So you can visit, you can talk to them, or you can just drop us a mail. We will solve that query. No issues. So there is one more question from Manas. Manas, it was from Dhruv Patil. Let's consider a question from Dhruv Patil. How can we prepare during this situation, and also how can we prepare with minimum components? Vibhor sir, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, clearly, like in the current situation, it's actually difficult to get components, and also it's difficult to like get a teammate and just prepare at some place. So what I would suggest is basically at this situation, uh, try to optimize. So again, like you again have a few months of time for preparing for the competition, right? So what I would suggest is start with the basic things and try to master the basic things, whatever you can gather. Like even if you cannot make a complete board, at least try to interface sensor, try to optimize the distances, try to work with just single peripherals, whatever minimum you can manage. And at the end of the day, whenever you get all these things, all you have to do is integration. So that will be a pretty easy part rather than handling each peripheral differently. So that is how you can go ahead with the preparation at current times.
So let's go forward and take next question. Is the question is from Manas. We haven't received any test projects. So Manas, could you please tell us from which state you are participating? In the meantime, we'll take another question.
Manas is from Odisha.
Manas is from Odisha. Oh, so sir, Odisha.
For Odisha, the latest update is that your competition is going to happen in the third week of August. So you will most probably receive the test project in this week or the next week. That is what I have heard. The procedure for Odisha is that you will first have a district level quiz round that is going to happen online. Once you qualify for the quiz, then you will be proceeding for the state level competition. So there is no test project for the quiz round. You directly have to attempt the quiz. Once you qualify for the quiz, you will directly receive the test project on your email.
And sir, let me tell everybody that most of the states are following this same pattern as Karan sir said. So let's move forward to the next question. We have a question from anonymous attendee. In the 3 days time, we have to build the robot from scratch, right? Question mark.
No, 3 days is for complete competition. You get just 1 day, or in the nationals, I would say a few hours to build the robot from scratch during the competition time. For internationals, you can get a whole day for building the robot.
So another question is from the same person. Does the selected refers to the students those passed the district competition? No.
Yes.
I think. Sir, Karan sir, you just please.
Yeah. Selected candidate means the candidate who has qualified that level. That qualified passed, you can say yes, it is passed or qualified that level. So he should be in the top 2 teams. So even when we follow a district round, they have from district to district it varies. But the selected candidate means the candidate who is now going for the next level of the round. So if you refer to the district round, then the selected candidates, all candidates are selected. If you go for the state round, then only some candidates will be the selected candidates who will be moving for the state level. Out of state level, 2 candidates or 2 teams will be selected that who are going to go for the regional competitions. So yeah, selected means the candidates who have qualified the competition.
So another question from the same attendee. We have, are there going to be any training for the states and above in the future? Karan sir.
Yes, there are training planned. So post-regional and pre-regional, 2 kinds of trainings will be given to the candidates who qualify the state level or who are selected from their respective states.
Same question. Where will be the test project? Where will be the test project be announced, by emails or the website?
So it depends on the level of the competition. the test project will definitely be emailed to all the candidates who get selected at respective rounds. But for the national round, we will be keeping the test project open on the website as well, so that the other candidates who couldn't be there for the national competition but are aspiring to come again during the next upcoming series of India Skills competition, they can also refer to that test project and start preparing in advance. So the candidates who get selected and go ahead for the next rounds, they will receive it on email definitely. But for those also who don't qualify, they can refer to the website and plan for the national level of the test project. Regional and state level, we are not sure of it.
Right. So I want all questions coming. Please ask your questions in the chat box, or you guys can write in the Q&A. So let's take another question. What components are used by you in national competition? Can you please share for us? So I would like to this answer from Vibhor sir and Karan sir. After that, you can answer.
Yeah, so for nationals, basically, we used Omniwaves of course, for mobility, and the chassis was custom made. So aluminum is the best thing that you can use to make chassis. So that we made it customized one, and plus with that we used a rack and pinion gripper mechanism, and a few distance sensor like from Sharp you can get, or the ultrasonic sensors that you can get easily in the market. So that are the all things that I have used personally during my national competition.
Yes. So Vibhor had participated in 2016, India Skills 2016, right, Vibhor? Yeah. So a few updates have been made into the competition. Since till 2019, the participation in national competition involved having custom-made robots, and there was no standardization that was followed till that point. So based on the resources that are available at each state or each colleges, the robots were made. But now since 2020 and 2021, so India Skills 2021, the components will be standardized for national competition. So all those who get selected out of the regional competition, they will have standardized kits or standardized component that they will get a list of, or maybe they will be getting those kits from their respective states. Those they have to use particularly. So your robot structure or your robot design will change, but the components and the mechanical parts, they will remain the same for everyone. This will help us to maintain the level of competition for everyone and to have a very fair play and will not involve any foul play. Because if we don't have standardized components, then one person with excess funding can have very high-end motors and high-end fabricated robots. But for those who don't have the right resources, they will be lacking it. We are here to test the skills, and the skills can only be tested with the standardized components. So this is in favor of you guys. So these kits or the standardized components, they will be listed in your respective test projects. So you can be assured for that.
Let's go ahead with the next question. Let's go ahead with the next question. So Faizan Sheikh is asking for district level competition update. So I think Faizan, you can write us about which state you're participating. We'll definitely update you. There is a question from Dhruv Patil. Also, our state Maharashtra hasn't given any update. So please write us with your query in the mail, and we'll definitely try to solve it from Maharashtra. No issues. Sir, Karan, sir, you have any update from Maharashtra?
Maharashtra, no update till this point.
There is a question from Jayvardhan. What components were used by you in the national skills? Can you please share with us? Sir, I think
we have answered.
Yeah, he wanted to say which kind of microcontroller, if you can tell which microcontroller that was used in national competitions, because that will help students to prepare.
Yeah, so during my nationals, I used National Instruments Myrio 1900 microcontroller, which goes hand in hand with LabVIEW software. So I used that because it was standard for World Skills also. So that was the basic reason behind using that microcontroller. But there was no at all compulsion on what microcontroller to be used. I guess Karan will be able to answer this time. What is there any guidelines for microcontroller or yeah?
Yes. So this time, the suggestion to all candidates would be to practice and perform on Arduino and Raspberry Pi. So these two are the probable controllers that might be used. Based on the level of competition, they can be interchangeably used. So for WorldSkills Shanghai, there will be a different microcontroller, but it is based on Raspberry Pi. So you guys can utilize Raspberry Pi 4. That would be the best option for you to get started with. And you can also try to interface both of them together. So UART communication or I2C is possible on both the devices. So typically in robotics, controller and processors, they are both kept differently in these current times where your applications are AI and ROS based. So your microcontroller will handle the controlling part of your motors and sensors, and your processor will try to handle the complex calculations and image processing that needs to be done. So my suggestion would be try to integrate both and become a little more advanced. So from a beginner to expert, if you want to map down your path, then start with Arduino if you haven't before, then go to Raspberry Pi, and then finally move on to integrate both of them. That is what will happen in the subsequent rounds of competition.
So moving to the next question, there is a question from Abhishek Kumar. What is the mode of training after regional round, means online or offline?
So Abhishek, time will tell us what is going to happen. So Corona has made our life so uncertain that we even don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So regionals is a pretty long time, 3-4 months are there. So time will tell us. Not online, not offline. A hybrid model can also be adopted where theory is given online and practicals are taken offline. So be ready for anything. And right now, just focus on your regional and state level of the competition. So over there, if you need any help, and basically practice is the major part. Trainer will be there who will be guiding you in terms of WorldSkills related training. But for you, all the resources are openly available on web. Start preparing using those resources, particularly if you are talking about robotics based on Arduino and Raspberry Pi. That is what you should start off with.
The next question from anonymous attendee. Is 3D printing an option available for making, fabricating or our own parts?
Absolutely. 3D printing is the best option for fabricating the parts, because many a times it has happened that during participation at the WorldSkills competition, they will reject your components if they are not standardized, or if they don't have, like for an example, you make a forklift and it is very sharp, then they might not accept it and they might not allow you to use that component. So in this time, 3D printing is the best available option, and that will help you to maintain the dignity of your robot.
So next question from Rupesh. For Chandigarh, what are the test projects and schedule details? So the schedule will be shared by Chandigarh only. We can't comment on that. But test project is shared with them. They will definitely communicate with you. Sir, there is, I think, 15 days period time before the test project would be shared with you. We have also given this India Skills competition from Chandigarh in the mobile robotics. The 15 days period is there. You will definitely get 15 days to before that competition. You will definitely get that. So, sir, Rishabh sir, do you have any question? Sir, you can ask. Meanwhile, there are questions coming. Rishabh sir. So let's talk with Vibhor sir. Sir, what were your experiences you can share while you were going to at the stage of WorldSkills? You know, this is kind of Olympics, skill Olympics. If you say now Olympics are being held in Tokyo, so could you please share your experience about that?
Yes, certainly. I take pride like in representing our country at international level. So it has been a really a wonderful experience. Actually, I would say I enjoyed the journey most rather than the end. So the selection procedure was very tough actually before WorldSkills Abu Dhabi, and there had been several. Every month I had a competition, and till the end I did not know whether I'll be going or not. So that was the thing during my time. So, and after representing, even like there were like 70 countries and in front of you, and you are standing like with the medal. So that's the most wonderful feeling, I would say, in the world. So that was a really, really very great experience for me, like representing a country at an international level. Yeah.
Like, sir, I have also represented India in electronics at Kazan. So, it feels like you are at the top of the world. Sir, do you have any pictures if you could share with us of World Skills Abu Dhabi?
Yeah. Just give me a minute.
So, yes. Because that will be really inspiring for our attendees and all the competitors which we are seeing in this competition. All the India skills aspirants, that will be beneficial for them.
Yeah, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, visible.
Yeah. So this was the Austria team with whom took a snap. There are a lot of pictures that I still have from World Skills Abu Dhabi. So we actually took the photo of every robot that we could get. So yeah, this was again one more thing, like from 24 different countries.
Every robot is different, sir. They have it differently.
Yes.
That's a very huge robot.
Every robot was different.
Sir, could you please get a little slow because we are not able to clear.
Yeah, sure.
Nice, nice. Nice. It's Australian guys, Austria or Canada, sir. It's Canada. A Korean robot.
This is Singapore 10.
Singapore guys.
Yeah.
Very nice robot from.
Yeah, right.
These are Brazil guys?
Yes, right. These are from Austria, Korea.
Nice. So
yeah, so those are the few.
Lot of.
Yeah, if I show all of them, the time won't be sufficient. Yeah.
Forward questions.
Yeah, we start coming from the student side. So, Karan sir, it's for you.
Yes.
So, what are the opportunity of the World Skills competition?
Okay, so even Vibhor can answer this one because he is the past competitor. I'll finish it up first, and then maybe Vibhor, you can elaborate on that. After World Skills competition, you have a very dignified name in the robotics industry, that you are the representative of the Indian team in the mobile robotics trade. So with that title, you have a huge opportunity in 4 sectors: in computer science, in mechanical industry, in electronics industry, as well as in the core robotics industry. So even if you say that today jobs are not available in the robotics industry, you still have a high-end upper hand in getting yourself into the top-notch companies at different industries. Apart from that, there is a huge opportunity that has been provided by Startup India platform, where if you have the great idea, because you are already skilled enough to develop that particular idea into a reality. So with that, you can even start off with a good idea and become an entrepreneur in the robotics industry. There are a lot of OEM opportunities that are coming up where you can develop solutions for the manufacturing companies or different companies on a turnkey basis. That is also one of the opportunity. Apart from that, pursuing higher education and giving back to society by becoming an expert or professor or consultant into this industry is a very good option that I feel students should consider. But this is what I see from the upper end. Vibhor is already the winner and he is right now working in the industry. So maybe he can brief more.
Yes. So Vibhor sir.
Yeah, like Karan actually said, like being a world skills winner actually opens a lot of doors for you. So you can get into any kind of industry. So I was actually more leaning towards electronics and coding, etc. So I choose to pursue a job in the electronic sector only. So my partner used to handle all the mechanical details of the robot. I used to write I used to do the electronics and the firmware thing. So I did mastery in that, and now I'm at a perfect job like that I wanted. So I'm still working in IoT sector currently and creating great products for everyone.
Right, right.
It's
So
really
are there any opportunities in mobile robotics industries in India?
There are a few companies which recruit for specifically for robotics. Like say there is a Gray Orange company, and there are a few more which do. But those are mostly not commercial. Those are mostly industrial robotics that they work on. So of course there is an opportunity in mobile robotics sector as well.
Right. Good. So which companies or startups are operational in mobile robotics company, basically in India or Karan sir?
Yeah. So in my knowledge, many are coming up. Unbox Robotics from Pune is there. It has recently grabbed a very good deal with Flipkart. Flipkart has got them into their first cohort. Gray Orange Robotics are there, who are into warehouse management. They are providing very good solutions. Answer Robotics from Bangalore, it is another good startup. Apart from that, industry leaders like KUKA are also operational in India. They don't have the R&D facility, but they are into manufacturing of robots in India, and they have one heavyweight industrial lifter that is being produced in India right now, in my knowledge. That is another one. If we talk about a little bit towards service-based robots, then Movito is there. Movito is licensing some of the robots that are available in the market from China or some other countries, and they are providing services into the restaurant industries. So that company is not into core technology, but they are working on that. So maybe service-based opportunities would be available over there. One more company is there. I think it is by the name of iVento, which is Bangalore-based. And they have some robots that they provide on a rental basis to entertainment companies. So that is another startup where again service is more important and the product has been licensed out. So these are the companies that are operational.
So let's move to some questionnaires. So, Vibhor sir, can you please share what level of knowledge you started and which was the state level of skills? Which was the level of skills and knowledge you needed for nationals?
Yeah, so when I started, I actually knew only Arduino a little bit. I was not actually very advanced in Arduino as well. I was just studying my second year of engineering during that time. So, but I knew that for world skills, the NI Mario was compulsory as a controller, and you have to program in LabVIEW software. So I started learning right from that time, and even for regional level or the college level competition, I use Mario and LabVIEW only because that gave me a competitive advantage over other competitors. Because as we moved ahead, the levels were much more complex, and I knew at some point the MyView and LabVIEW is going to be compulsory because World Skills had that standard, right? So that is why from the beginning itself, I started learning MyView and LabVIEW microcontroller and the software. And from even right from regional level, I competed with those things. So that actually gave me a competitive advantage from right from the college level competition itself, having a mastery on that. So that is what I used during that time. And so I was not actually very expert in LabVIEW as well. I learned by myself most of the things. So, but when I was actually mastering that thing, my competitors were learning that thing. So that actually was very advantageous for me. So I would also suggest that if you are preparing, go as per the world skill standards, what they actually need.
So Karan sir, would you like to put some light on this?
So basically, if you talk about the skill knowledge that you need to start with the competition, the only skill that you need is getting out of your chair or bed and starting off, because that is the hardest skill. You get the motivation, you watch so many videos, but you don't do anything about it. That is the first basic skill that I think each and every one of you needs, because once you kick off from your bed or chair and start doing things, automatically everything falls in place. Step by step, you get connected to some or the other things and you land at a very good place. So even I believe that most of you who are here in this webinar, you might have landed up because you took some action against a link which you saw on social media. You filled the form, you received the link, you took all these actions. Similarly, in case of the competition or in case of learning mobile robotics in general, is about taking that one step first and then falling into place and going into subsequent levels. So your motivation will help you in getting the skills that are required to win the competition as well. So in this case, the only thing which you constantly need is a good mentor or a guide, because if you don't have a good mentor or a guide, then somewhere you might feel a bit lost, and then your motivation to continue the whole process will drop off, because failure at each and every stage is bound to happen. Without failure you cannot succeed, and if you succeed without failure, then that success is temporary success, so you are bound to fail. But to help you during those times, finding a good mentor, finding a good person who can be a resource person for you is the best option. So where can you find that guide, or where can you find that mentor? It is in your faculty members, it is in your parents, it is in your elder brothers and sisters. So if you come up with them, if you take their help, that is the best way you can grow. That is what I believe.
So there is a question from Faizan Sheikh. Please let me know about Uttar Pradesh skill competition website. So Rishabh sir, could you please answer this question? Just write the.
Yeah, hi Faizan. उत्तर प्रदेश स्किल कंपटीशन ट्रैक 2 में आता है. So wait, let me share you with the website link.
So for the track 2 competitions, ESSCI will be taking care of all the things from pre-screening test to the selection of candidates to regional level. We are going to organize a pre-screening test within this week or maybe another week. So don't worry, we will be doing that for Uttar Pradesh, and we have some other states as well. Right. So Karan sir and Rishabh sir, are there any states who have done their state selections yet? There is a question.
I believe so.
Kerala.
There are two.
Karan sir, please.
Rishabh knows the name. I just know that there are 2 to 3 states who have completed.
Yes, like Kerala, Goa, Karnataka, they have completed their competitions.
So there is a question from Dhruv Patil. Does Maharashtra come under track 2? Let me confirm this for you. So meanwhile, you guys can also raise hand and we will unmute you. You guys can question live. So that can also be done. You guys can raise hand and we'll unmute you. So we want questions coming. We would like to resolve all your queries. Please ask questions Meanwhile, Rishabh sir, do we have any question from
No.
YouTube? From YouTube live. So for this question, anonymous attendee, what is the status of UP? So UP comes under track 2. We'll be doing that. We'll be taking care of that. So there will be a pre-screening round in coming weeks, and we'll be selecting that candidate via track 2 competitions. So we have a question from Dhruv Patil. Does Maharashtra comes under track 2? Let me see. Maharashtra does not come under track 2 for mobile robotics. So Maharashtra will be doing their competitions very soon. So, but no issues. Abhishek Kumar, status of Bihar. Bihar comes in east or northeast. Bihar comes in northeast thing. So they will be completing their mobile robotics on their own. So stay connected with Bihar Skill Development Mission. So Assam will also do their state skills competition to answer Bhargav Nath's question. So Assam will be taking care of mobile robotics skill. So we are in touch with them. No issues. They'll be taking care of this mobile robotics skills. That will happen very soon. And Karan sir is also in touch with them. We have given them a
Test project has been given to them, and even the district level quiz has been given to them.
Yes,
So most probably by the next 2 weeks, you will receive a confirmation for Odisha.
So there is an update from Bihar. BSDM is taking care of skill competition. They have completed their district level competition, and definitely soon they'll be completing their state level competitions. So what is the status of Odisha? Sir, Karan sir, there is Manas saying what is the status of Odisha?
Yes, Manas. So as I said before, that already Odisha is in line with the competition, and they are definitely going to conduct the competition. So I am in touch with OSDA, that is the agency that is going to conduct the competition in your state. So they are already through with everything. Now the only thing that they are waiting for is a go ahead. Due to this COVID, we all are facing this problem and the challenges of conducting the competition. But what we have understood, and in the previous meetings that has happened, the progress is that by the last week of August, the state level competition will be over. So you can very soon expect the district level online quiz happening. And if you still have any doubts or questions, just drop a mail to ESSCI. That is Manoj will share the email ID with you, and you can drop that mail. We will definitely forward it to the OSDA so that they can know that candidates are still waiting for the competition.
Right. So there is a question. I think Rishabh sir, you will be answering this question. What is track 2?
So track 2 is those like जिस स्टेट का पेपर स्टेट खुद नहीं करा रहा है वो स्टेट का वो पेपर ट्रैक 2 में होता है. लाइक जो स्टेट ने खुद ऑप्ट नहीं किए हैं कोई स्किल्स वो ट्रैक 2 में आते हैं.
So let me explain you the hierarchy. So there is a World Skills India, and we are under World Skills India Electronics Sector Skills Council. We are taking care of 8 skills, including mobile robotics, electrical installation, electronics, mechatronics, industrial control, industry 2.0, and there is one more skill, IT network system administration. So we are responsible for all track 2 selections, right, sir?
Yes, right.
Technology. So do we have any questions from YouTube, sir?
No, Manoj.
So guys, please ask questions. You guys can raise hand also. You guys can raise hand and we'll do it. We can unmute you and you guys can answer. You can put your question live also.
So I think one way of communication for all the candidates would be through Vibhor and me on social media. I think me and Vibhor, we are open to any questions or any guidance that is required by candidates through social media also. So the platforms where I am active is LinkedIn and somewhat Instagram. So you can reach out to me over there to if you have any questions, technical questions, or any questions related to competition. If you want a better crisp answer, it would be great if you could email on ESSCI's email address. They will directly get diverted to me and I can answer them formally. But even though if you want to stay updated with the competition to know about the future dates, we do share on our social media. So for me, it is LinkedIn and Instagram. Vibhor, maybe if you are open to that, you can also share.
Yeah, I am only available on LinkedIn, so that is the only way. And otherwise, my personal mail, yeah, you can contact me over there.
Yeah, we can share the email address. So I will also share my email address with you, where you can drop in your questions. That would be the best source, I guess. So I've shared my email address.
Could you please share your profile link on LinkedIn? Your LinkedIn profile link. Yeah, that would be great to reach.
Yeah, sure, sure.
I think we are done with. We have no more questions. So, any closing comments, Karan sir? Any closing remarks?
Yes, to all the candidates, all the best for the upcoming competition, and slowly and steadily get vaccinated as fast as possible, because I don't know if it will happen or not. Maybe for competition, there will be a criteria that you should be vaccinated. So keep your vaccination done. It is for us to stay protected, so that we all can actively participate in the competition without any threat to our life. So get vaccinated, prepare for the competition from your home, or if it is possible for you and your partner to come at one location and participate, that would be great. While participating and preparing in the competition, make sure that it is not just you and your robot, but your workplace also, which needs to be tidy up. And we tend to have a habit of calling our friends through their nicknames, and most probably that nickname is very embarrassing for all of us. So avoid that. Don't call anyone by their father's name, call them by their own name, because this is what we tend to do, and we forget it in the competition because we are under so much of pressure that we forget those things. So I think you guys will need a practice for that also, to call your friend by their name. You might not even know their first name, so try and ask their first name and try to call them with their first name. That is one thing that you need to make sure. Secondly, by all means, try to get the resources that you can, not just following us or the Indian competitors, but try to find out some good competitors who are from different countries, maybe Korea, Russia, Japan, Shanghai. You can try to find out their names through Googling them, or to find their names on the World Skills page. That would be the best sources, because they are setting the benchmarks in these competitions. So if you try to compete with them, even visually or with your imagination, if you try to make your robot at par with them, then that would be the best thing that you can do in the India Skills competition, because you are already competing at the international level. That is what I'll suggest you guys. So a competition is not just a 3-day event. We won a silver medal in weightlifting in Olympics recently. But do you think that it was just a winning of 10 minutes or even 3 minutes for the time she held the weights in her hand? No, it wasn't. It was the whole preparation. It was the whole pressure. It was the whole family support and all the things that involved in the past 4 years of her preparation. I would say that would be 6 years because the Olympics got postponed due to COVID. So during that period, what she has prepared and what she has come up was reflected in those 15 minutes of competition, plus minus 5 minutes for whatever preparation or name calling what was done. But at the end, what we see is her success and not the iceberg that has been happening over there. So similarly for you guys, in World Skills Competition is the Olympics for skills. So if you get a chance and if you win the competition, you would be representing India as an Olympian. So prepare in a way that all these efforts that you are going to put in now are a part of your winning ahead. All the best. Thank you.
So, any closing remarks from Vibhor sir?
Yeah, I would just like to wish all the competitors all the best for their upcoming competitions. So stay safe, stay healthy, protect your teammate as well, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining us. So I would like to give you a small video to cherish you guys.
वर्ल्ड स्किल्स 2019 आप सब प्रस्थान करें, सफल हो, इस कामना के साथ बहुत सबको नमस्कार, सबको शुभकामनाएं, धन्यवाद।
Welcome to Kazan. Welcome to Russia. Welcome to the 45th World Skills Competition.
Every one of you is a champion. Savor every moment. And of course, enjoy yourselves.
Please welcome India.
По стандарту WorldSkills объявляю открытым.
Welcome to the closing ceremony of World Skills Kazan.
Спасибо Татарстану, спасибо Казани.